to the Chyaz Interviews. It's the interview series I do with some fabulous people, and today we have one of them with us, and it's Laila K from Sonic Boom 6.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very good, I'm feeling refreshed even though I've been running around all day.
I know, it's been a busy one.
Yes, yeah, it has been, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
You've had a busy few weeks, haven't you, because you were on tour last week?
Yeah, we were on tour with Hadouken last week, and then we've not really had any time off because we've been writing up until then, because we wanted to play a new song on the tour, which we did, and it was amazing.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so just kind of rushing around, and but if you're in a band, the last thing you want to be is not busy. Yeah. That means you're doing something not quite right.
Yeah, definitely. And how's the writing going?
Good, really good. Yeah, it's been surprisingly easy. With this album, we've kind of gone, there's no sound, there's no like blueprint, there's no kind of like, right, it's got to be dance rock, it's got to be this. We're just writing. It's kind of going to be more sort of ska, reggae, pop, but still with like amazing lyrics.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
I know.
I'm really excited.
I'm excited because it's meant that because of my voice and the way I write, it's been difficult with the last stuff to kind of get in what I think sounds right for me. Yeah. But with this, it's kind of, I've been able to bring so much more to it that I think it might shut up some of the people that kind of find my voice so annoying. I mean, there's always going to be people that, you know, that don't like you or whatever, but I think we're going to be playing a lot more to our strengths rather than sort of doing anything we've done in the past. Yeah,
that sounds great. I'm really excited and I can't wait.
So much.
So, the music stuff is fab, but today we're going to be talking about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, all that great stuff.
Yeah, so let's start. I never get to talk about. There's not enough interviews that ask me things about beauty and fashion.
Well, you're in the right place today. Yes. So, we're going to start with fashion for a reason. That reason is because the first time we properly met was a few months ago on a night out, and we immediately bonded over black milk clothing.
We did.
We had a chat.
Yeah, because you had your Alice dress on.
I did indeed, and you had your phone case that had the black milk sticker, and I saw it. And
I am obsessed, and I'm obsessed with black milk, and I love the way anyone that owns even one black milk piece is obsessed with black milk.
Exactly.
Like, you can be in Euston Station and someone will go, oh, they're black milk. And it's like a secret gang, and we're not Australian, but it's still our secret gang. I love black milk. Oh, today.
Yes.
Oh,
is it really
I've not told anyone. I've been that busy, I've not told anyone.
Fab.
On the last tour, I wore the mechanical bone catsuit, which is pretty. It's a brand new piece. They did it for Halloween.
It's amazing as well.
And today, somebody emailed me from Japan saying, "Hi, I am the designer. I made the black milk mechanical bone design." And I thought, yeah, right. So I put his name in the internet, and he did indeed design the mechanical bone range. So
only black milk fans can understand the excitement this is. Oh my god!
I'm actually part of the closed group, the Black Milk UK closed group. Oh yeah, on Facebook there's like a hidden black milk world. Ooh. So as soon as we're done here, I am posting a status on there.
Yeah.
Because I was just like,
that's so cool.
I just messaged him back and I was like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. And he was like, your music is so cool. I'm really sorry, my English is really rubbish because I'm from Japan. And I was like, you don't have to say anything.
That is amazing.
I know. I've been in such a rush, I completely forgot the best thing that's ever happened to me.
That is very cool. Mm. For a typical show, how do you decide on an outfit?
Well, we've got a couple of people in the band that don't really know how to dress.
Are you going to name any names?
One owns a pair of sticks and hits things. That's all I'm saying.
Cryptic.
So we've always had this thing where I think a band should look like a band. Yeah. it's a thing I've had since I was a kid, that you'll get bands that are sort of sat around together and then they'll just walk on stage and play the gig, and I'm like, oh, no, you need to, you know, sometimes when you're playing first on a massive festival, there's no dressing room, there's nothing, there's a portaloo and that's it. But I still take my half an hour before, after I've warmed up and stuff, to go and find a space, to get ready, like, you know, get my makeup on, just make sure I'm in the right, like, zone. And what I wear completely adds to it. You know, I couldn't, sometimes I'll be wearing something and I'll go, oh, this will look amazing on stage, but I can't just get on stage and do it. I don't know what it is. And I've kind of made the rest of my band think like that as well, and they do it as well. But to make things a bit easier, we kind of have a colour code. So, you know, when Destiny's Child did Survivor, I was like, oh, we've got to do camo. So we all did camo. And now we've kind of stuck with the black and white, because it looks good on photos, and you know, even though, you know, it's the music that comes first and the performance, to me, if you get an awesome picture of like me and Barney, if he's wearing like a green t-shirt and I'm wearing like not that I ever would, but an orange t-shirt, you kind of like, oh, we could have looked so good. So I get you. Yeah, so we do have, you know, and we kind of, they do it with me as well. I'll put something on and go, right, what do you think about this? And I'll be like, no. I mean, I am in a band with the sort of campest guys ever. Oh, not them shoes. What about your Adidas? And it's like, yeah, you're right. They all take, but even though a couple of them don't know how to dress, they all take pride in their appearance.
Good. So, which brands, apart from Black Milk, are you currently just loving, can't get enough of?
I'm not really that much of a brand person. I mean, obviously there's Black Milk, but I kind of, if I like the look of something, it doesn't really matter what brand it is. It doesn't matter if it's £50 leggings or if they're £1. I mean, some of the best outfits I've worn on stage have been like from thrift stores in America. So labels wise, I mean, I love Topshop. You know, I think Topshop stuff's great. It fits well. It sort of, it keeps well. And I love lots of high street stuff, but I always make sure if you put me next to someone who's wearing exactly the same thing, I've done something a little bit different. Yeah, so I like to sort of customise stuff, or if I've got a t-shirt, I'll cut bits of it up, or put patches on. Yeah, because I think it's kind of, to me, fashion is about its identity. And I have this vision of what I look like and what I'm about and what I stand for, and I think without opening your mouth, the only way you can do it is by the clothes you put on.
Right, beauty. Now, I have read a few of your beauty tips on Facebook and on your blog. And some of them are quite unconventional, and the one I'm referring to is the conditioner that you use.
Oh, the horse.
The horse conditioner. This is a revelation.
I went to get my hair cut about 2 months ago, and the guy next to me, who was sort of the assistant, like overseeing it, he was talking about this shampoo and conditioner called Mane and Tail. And I was like, what a weird name for shampoo. It sounds like a horse. And he went, it's a horse shampoo and conditioner. And I was like, well, what's so good about it? And this guy was going bald. Like he didn't have bald patches, but he had very thin hair. And he'd been using it for 2 weeks, and he'd noticed a difference. And with me, I've not got any chance of going bald. I've got a lot of hair and a lot of thick hair, but I do lose a lot of hair. Especially when I have a shower. And you know, now and again I'll worry and I'll go, oh God, am I actually going bald? But it thankfully does replenish itself and it comes back. But I just thought, I love trying crazy things, and it was £6.49 off Amazon for the deep conditioner and the shampoo, and I tried it, and it is the best thing I've ever used. Like, when I have a shower now, I lose hardly any hair. My boyfriend, who has big, thick hair, he has this quiff, he started using it, and his hair it's just gone thicker.
Amazing.
It really is.
And what a bargain.
I know.
£6.49 for both.
I would have paid 20 quid for it.
Yeah.
Because it really is that good.
That is a tip, everyone. You heard it here first.
Tail, it is the best thing to put on your hair ever. That's what all my girlfriends are getting that for Christmas.
That is great.
Yeah.
That is great.
Because people are like, oh no, that's weird. And it's like, well, it's not. Like,
it's
horses
still
have amazing hair.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Take a tip.
Right, so makeup. What is in your makeup bag at the moment? Like, what do you grab out first?
I'm really not very good at makeup.
Okay.
It's not my strong point.
It looks lovely today.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. I mean, my essentials are lips over eyes, because I've got no idea what to do with eyes. So I always have, there's a Boots No. 7 lipstick that I've worn for years, this one, mulled wine, and you put it on in the morning and it is there till night. It's the best lipstick I've ever bought, and it's quite sort of moisturising as well. I've got a Benefit, this new thing I discovered, it's called Eraser.
Oh, erase paste.
Oh,
that is so good.
They've got a new one that's in a tube, in a silver tube, and as well as the paste, so it's like a stick, it's got like a moisturiser in it.
Oh, amazing.
So it doesn't crease and it doesn't dry out. So I've been using that, I love that. I always I've got like a little Max Factor blush cream thing that I put on, and then Benefit, I've got the sugar. Oh, is it the sugar blush? I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah,
the little box, the cardboard box. But I tend to like get stuff for Christmas because people know that I like Benefit stuff, and I am the kind of person that even if something doesn't look quite right, I will use it to death. Yeah. So that it doesn't sit there rotting away. I'm
the same. I hate wasting anything.
And
makeup, especially when it's expensive, it's just heartbreaking.
It really is. So, you know, if you see me wearing some green lipstick, it's because I'm trying to use it up.
So what about when you're on stage? Do you change your makeup from normal day? Do you do anything crazy?
I don't. No. I don't even do it fresh. That's the one thing I don't do. I sort of like will top it up in the evening. But I've always wanted to, like my friend Maddie, she does this like immaculate eye makeup. She'll be sat in the van, like really bad lighting, going over bumps, and she can just do these like proper cat eyes.
Oh, amazing.
And I've never been able to do it, but I discovered a Collection 2000, it's like a black crayon. Yeah. So I did the eyeshadow, and it actually stays on, it doesn't crease. And then I took it all the way around, and it looked really good. It looked a bit 70s glam. Yeah. But my boyfriend, this is how camp the people are that I hang around with. My boyfriend was like, "Oh, you'll have to do that on stage." And I was like, "Oh, do you think?" And he was like, "Yeah, because it makes you stand out from real life." So we're playing Warped UK on Sunday at Alexander Palace. Exciting. So I'll have big eyes for that. That is cool, because your eyes are really quite big anyway, so that is just like... Yeah, exactly, but and I don't know what to... It's sort of like, I'm no good with eyeshadow. I've got all sorts, like from Chanel to like just that MUA, which is a quid, and I kind of look at it and I'll like dab a bit on with my fingers. I've got good brushes as well, but I think I just need a masterclass. Yeah. So I think once you get it, you can do it. You can do it. Before, we were talking about yoga. Yes. Now you do a very specific, we've moved on by the way, from beauty now on to kind of lifestyle. I think that was an apparent switch. So, the yoga that you do is DDP yoga. Yeah, it's not, if you do DDP yoga, when someone says yoga, you know, you do yoga, you go, no, it's not yoga. Because, you know, everyone has their sort of preconceptions. And to me, I think of yoga a certain type of woman that does yoga and sort of just stands there omming and whatever you do, which I'm sure it isn't like that, but you know, in my head it is. DDP is basically a retired wrestler, Diamond Dallas Page. He was sort of at the height of his career when he was in his 30s, which is quite old for a wrestler. And then he did some real damage to his back and his body. He was completely out of wrestling, and he developed this low impact, high cardio using yoga moves.
Right.
And it's basically, he calls it your regular guy's yoga.
Yeah.
So it was kind of pushed for men who wanted to kind of get lean, you know, sculpt their body a bit. You're not gonna be muscly.
Yeah.
You'll be lean and you'll have definition, but you're not gonna be Arnie if you do DDP. And Barney, the other singer in our band, he started doing it, and then I got into it, and it is the best thing I've ever done.
I need to do it.
It is, I've done Gillian, I've done Jackie Warner, I've done the gym, I've done classes at various gyms. All my life, exercise has always played a big role in my day, in my week, my year. But with DDP, I've stuck to it. Yeah. I do it 5 times a week. There's like a little 10-minute abs thing, and today I had an hour in which I'm going to London tomorrow, and I had to pack tonight because tomorrow I've got stuff on till like before my train. But I got half an hour of DDP in because it is amazing. You feel great, your posture's better. I used to walk like this. And everyone used to make fun of me because I had like 10 to 2 feet. Yeah. Now I can't walk like that.
So it just changes your whole posture.
My whole posture. It makes you leaner, longer, and I think the key is, he probably don't want you to say this, but it's really easy. Yeah. But you feel the effects. Yeah. There's none of this out of breath, like. You know, what does Gillian say? Your heart gargling in your throat. No, that's disgusting. It makes you feel sick. Nobody wants that. No, I can't, like, sort of, if you put DDP yoga into Google, like, you'll see amazing videos, transformations, and it's all real, you can tell.
So alongside your fitness, clean eating is a thing for you. So because when I think of clean eating, I think of people who are like totally in the mindset everything has to be 100% perfectly clean food all the time. What do you think about that? How do you manage it?
I don't think that's realistic for someone that sort of gets up at 9 a.m. and goes to bed at 2 a.m. It's not going to happen because you in everyday life you can't have a life if you act like that all the time. I just tend to pick non-processed. I don't even eat organic because, to be honest, I can't afford it. And even, I could afford it actually, but I eat out a lot. Yeah. You know, it's rare that I'm at home and I can cook. Yeah. I'm either on the road or I'm travelling or I'm doing something. So I tend to do, breakfast is, I get the 0% Greek yogurt. Cause I think,
the phage one?
Yeah. Because Greek style yogurt is a complete joke. It's not healthy, it's full of sugar, it's not got the protein. Yeah. I try and follow sort of a high protein, low carbs but good carbs. Yeah. So in the morning, I have a whole tub, the 175 grams of the Greek yogurt, and there's certain essentials that you just need to have. So I have a tablespoon of desiccated coconut. Yeah. You can buy a whole packet of that for like £1. I have a tablespoon of mixed seeds. Yeah. A tablespoon of chia seeds, and all that stuff. It might cost you £10 to get it all in, but it will last you months.
Exactly.
I chop up a pear and a banana, and I have that, and then that keeps me full. I always, when I can, try and boil a couple of eggs the night before. Yeah. Whenever I get peckish, I can have them. I used to eat loads of fruit, but I've kind of cut back on that now because I'm so full all the time because of how much I'm eating.
Yeah.
Lunch is always protein, which is like turkey, tin sardines, which are disgusting but they're really good for you, tin tuna, which is also disgusting but really good for you. And carbs wise, if I'm going to have any carbs like rice or anything like that, I have it at lunchtime.
Yeah.
But I tend to go, my carbs that I eat are generally pulses, so it'll be chickpeas, butternut squash, sweet potato.
Wow.
And then I have, in the afternoon, I'll have a little piece of cheese, some nuts, an apple, and then another boiled egg. And then for my tea, if I'm at home, I'll try and have a piece of salmon with broccoli and butternut squash or sweet potato. And if I'm out, which is quite often, I'll just try and, you should never be scared of saying to a restaurant, because if it's, you know, you're paying, you should never be scared to say how you want stuff.
Yeah.
So if I go to Nando's, I'll say, well, I'll have half a chicken, because, you know, with the protein, that's what's going to fill you up. I'll have half a chicken, but I'll have it with the beans and salad.
Yeah.
So I won't have any of the rice, I won't have anything like that. And I'll say to him, can you take the skin off?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to take the skin off. If the
Fair
skin's
enough.
there, I'll eat it because it's really nice.
Yeah.
But it's all in moderation.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm going to go to London tomorrow, and I just know it's going to be 3 days of just like eating well, nice food.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really
good.
So when I'm with my boyfriend, we're just like, you know, when you're dead happy,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, should we have a Domino's?
Yeah.
Like top the night up. But yeah, it's all in moderation.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, you know, I think you can get too obsessed, and I've been there. You know, I've been on the verge of an eating disorder like a few years ago. Actually, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's only the last year I've sorted my head out and sorted the thing that everything I eat isn't going to make me fat. Because I used to think, I used to eat nothing.
Yeah.
And then, but now I'm slimmer than I was when I ate nothing.
It's amazing how...
You've got to put the right stuff in.
Yeah.
I'm like slimmer than I was, but way healthier, and I've got muscles.
It's the health side, isn't it? That's it.
Whereas I was so obsessed, I don't even think I was obsessed about being skinny. I was obsessed about not being fat.
Yeah.
But I was never, I felt fat all the time. But I wasn't at all. And even now, it's funny because the other day I had all my food and an avocado and something else. And I rang my boyfriend and I went, oh, I'm eating too much. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I'm constantly eating and I'm never hungry. I'm going to get fat. And he was like, don't be silly. Like, why are you saying that? And I was like, because I'm eating loads and I'm eating loads of calories. So I worked it out because I am really obsessive. And I worked it out and I'm eating like 1,000 more calories than I was every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, calories equals getting fat. And he was like, well, you've been doing it for months now and you've not got fat.
Yeah.
Like, you look great.
Yeah.
But I still have that niggling. But I think once you go through something like that, it just does stay with you forever.
Yeah. So, I mean, it all ties into body image. And that was going to be the final thing I was going to ask you, because I know it's an important one, because I've read your blog post about it when you know, and it was really, really interesting and really honest. And I think there are a lack of people who are just totally honest about it. And so what message do you like to give to, you know, say fans of yours who are, like you have been, unsure about things, not really knowing how they feel about themselves? What message do you like to give out?
It's a really difficult one, because if you've got it in your head, I mean, when I didn't even realise that I was on the verge of an eating disorder. I've not ate properly from 2001 to 2012. Them 11 years, 10 years, all I've done is obsess about food. I'd find, like, if I had a really big meal, then what I'd do is I'd starve myself for days. I'd wake up, I wouldn't have any breakfast, I'd have soup for my lunch, and then I wouldn't eat anything, and I'd have the tiniest tea ever.
Yeah.
I'd go to bed starving. I'd do that. You can probably maintain that for about 4 days until you start going mental.
Yeah.
And then I would binge like nobody's been. Like, I've had, my boyfriend's just gone, whoa, you need to stop eating, because it has been disgusting, the amount of food. You know, to the point, I've never been sick.
Yeah, but nearly.
But to the point where I'm just like, oh, I don't even want this, but I know I'm going to be starving for the next week.
Yeah.
And I didn't figure it out. Like, my band tried to speak to me now and again, because we did like a whole American tour where all I ate was a little bit of rice and salad all day.
Oh,
and I don't, but I wouldn't listen to them, and I'd be like, well, it's, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And I'd get really, really annoyed, because obviously I knew it was wrong. But then something, I don't know what, do you know what, it was doing DDP yoga, because I started doing it, I started feeling healthy, and then I thought, you know what, I'm sick of being hungry, and I'm sick of being tired and sad.
Yeah.
Because I've got this completely awful relationship with food. And I don't know, I just say to someone, it's really, however fat or horrible you feel, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, it whatever you see in the mirror, that's not what other people are seeing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I would obsess about a tiny bit poking out, and I'd be like, yeah, but look at that. And my boyfriend would be like, you're driving me mad. I really don't know what you're talking about. I'd be like, yeah, but I know. And it was only a couple of months ago I was speaking to my friend when I started the blog, and I was like, I'm just going to do a really honest blog. I'm just not going to hide the fact, you know, that I have struggled with eating, but I have been good the last sort of 8 months. I've had negative thoughts, but I've not starved myself once.
That's
like,
brilliant.
Which, you know, is amazing.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's still, even like now that I've started eating healthily, but now kind of like my periods are like completely stopping. And I think I've just messed my body up. Like, and it's a real shame, because now that I've sorted myself out, because 11 years of doing that to you, my body's just gone, whoa, it's not going to work for a bit. But I mean, I've been to doctors and stuff, and they just think, you know, keep doing what I'm doing, but it's not, life is too short to be worrying about. Like, food is amazing, and it should be enjoyed, but like everything else, alcohol, spending, you know, anything, it's got to be moderation. But I've got one of them classic binge personalities where, you know, I don't drink anymore, but when I gave up drinking, it'd either be, well, I've got to pig out, or I've got to go shopping. I'd withdraw 200 quid and I'd have to spend every single penny of it, walking home with bags, stuff that I don't even want, stuff that I don't even need. And I think until you're in that calm sense, like calm space in your head, it's kind of impossible to achieve. But you need to find that space, and no one can help you. Like, they can help you, but, you know, I'd say to my boyfriend and my friends, make sure I don't drink tonight, make sure I don't pig out, make sure I don't do that, you know. But you have to really do it for yourself. And you've got to love yourself enough to go, God, I've got one existence, one, like, go at this life. So just do it and have fun.
Well, that is incredibly inspiring.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being so honest.
Oh, well, listen, you know, people need to be more. People need to be honest. Don't be embarrassed. Whatever you feel or you're going through, I guarantee if there was a room full of 10 girls in there, 5 of them would be exactly the same. But just talk. It does. I'm the worst person for talking to people. When I have problems, I shut myself away. it's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
really is the worst. Write it down.
Yeah.
That I find that helps.
On a blog,
on
for
a
example.
blog, exactly. You know,
Perfect.
once it's out there, even if no one reads it, it's therapeutic to write down how you're feeling.
Absolutely.
And try and be positive. You know, negativity can really bring you down. So being even negative about yourself, negative about other people,
Yeah.
you know, we don't need it.
No, absolutely.
Don't need it at all.
So if you want to visit Laila's blog, the link will be in the description box and you can go and read her posts. When did you start your blog? It was really recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was
recently.
August.
August.
Yeah.
So it's getting there, and I've really enjoyed it, and
thank
yeah,
you.
it's absolutely brilliant. And the links to everything that you may ever need to know, such as Twitter, Facebook, everything will be in the description box.
Yep.
Then go and check out the Sonic Boom 6 Facebook page and your Twitter. And yeah, thank you so much to you.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely inspiring, blown away.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you guys so much for watching. So do feel free to go and check out all of Laila's little spaces on the internet, and we'll see you very soon.
Thanks.
Bye.